On global warming, let me ask you personally, do you feel it's a growing, serious problem that we have to address, a man-made problem that requires some serious action? Or are you still unsure of the science?
The administration's view is that there has been global warming, that man-made activity has contributed to it. What we do not know is what that all means. We don't know how dangerous a problem it is, how much time we have. So as a result, the United States government under this administration is devoting more money to global science research than the rest of the world combined, $2 billion a year. Did not happen on other people's watch, it happened on ours. We're contributing $3 billion a year to the development of alternative technologies that will reduce greenhouse gas emissions. We're also doing something that I think is incredibly innovative and important, and that is we are investing in the reduction of greenhouse gases in the most cost-efficient way that we can, which is providing technologies to developing countries. For example, we're partnering with the Indians on the development of the first zero-emissions coal plant in India, because India has vast coal reserves, and they are going to use them. And so how can we help establish a model in which, as their economy develops, their fuel efficiency improves as well, so that they reduce their greenhouse gas emissions? And you know, it's one thing to talk about Kyoto, and we could have probably held hands and talked with people about Kyoto, so that people felt better about it when we said we're not going to sign it. But look, Kyoto has failed. It did not work. Any regime which says, any attempt to deal with this problem that says we're not going to involve developing countries, China and India principally, but others as well, and we're going to use a false standard, 1990 emissions, and we're going to, in essence, penalize the American economy, which is driving the world economy. That's just the wrong way to go.
Could we get a Kyoto agreement that's better?
Well, we're engaged. We have bilateral agreements now with countries that are involved that together produce 70% of the world's greenhouse gases. And those bilateral agreements are aimed at the things that I've been talking about. How do mutual agreements on how do we increase energy efficiency, do we reduce greenhouse gases, how do we exchange and share technologies in a way that helps particularly the developing countries deal with this in a positive way. And how do we back it with real money, which is exactly what the government.
Let me get directly to oil, because dependency on oil distorts our foreign policy, it seems. I mean, in terms of how we can deal with everybody from Iran to Russia to Chavez. It contributes to global warming. And most of the oil goes to gasoline for transportation. Shouldn't we raise fuel efficiency standards seriously?
That's one way to go, but a better way to go, we think, is to invest in alternative technologies that will allow us to reduce our dependence on foreign sources of energy. And that's what we've been doing with spending $3 billion a year in energy technology. And we had an interesting set of meetings last summer. We began a hydrogen car initiative, for example. We've got research into cellulosic ethanol. We've got research into battery technology. We've got research into plug-in batteries. We met with all the people at the Department of Energy who are involved in these projects, and they've been involved, these projects have been moving for enough years that we were able to say to them, look, you have set previously a target for when you think this technology can be brought to market. Where are you, and what do you think can be done to bring it to market faster, and if so, how much more money are you going to need? And it was a really interesting set of meetings because, again, as a conservative, I'm a little skeptical of government bureaucrats. But these guys were incredibly smart and able. And they said, the hydrogen guys said, look, don't give us any more money and don't expect us to get it done any quicker. Come back about 2015 or 2016, and we may have some progress to report to you. But we're at the fundamental basic research, and we can't move it up any faster. Thank you very much. But everybody else, cellulosic, battery, solar, wind, you name it, they all said, we've got enough of this so that we now know it's an engineering problem, not a basic research problem, and we can speed it up. And we can speed it up, and rather than getting it done in 2016, we can get it done in 2011, and rather than get it in 2015, we can get it done in 2010. Rather than get it done in 2014, we can get it done in 2009. And every one of them said, we don't need more money, just give us what you originally have planned in the budget over that time frame, give it to us early. And get rid of the earmarks. For example, the cellulosic guys said 40% of the money that we have in this year's budget is earmarked, and it goes to projects which a member of Congress has deemed to be useful to their district, but which is not peer science reviewed, and we believe adds absolutely nothing to our ability to achieve this goal.
Were you able to do that?
Well, we're in the process now of trying to.
We'll get you Harmon and Collins's vote. Those are the two we can get for you.
I'm not lobbying them directly, but I hope you do talk to them.